I go by the name of Host Eric. I am the host of Talking with Famous People. And talking with famous people is the most wonderful thing in the world.
It is.
So welcome now to you, to this most wonderful thing in the entire world. Rachel and I are back from our trip to the casino, where we accomplished a couple of things. We had some dinner, and what else did we do? Well, we played our anniversary numbers on the roulette wheel. And now we're home. What are we going to do now that we're home? I thought I'd do a little bit of pre-bed live stream. You know, it's also conceivable that I might want to turn on the air conditioning. It's a little warm in here. As I indicated, this is a politics-free live stream. That's the title of it. I don't want to hear anything about me. Okay? Everything's going fine. We played our anniversary at the roulette wheel. And we won.
Yeah.
Enough to make the whole experience, dinner and gambling, cost a total of $100.
That's really good.
The dinner was more than that. Could you interview me? Sure. Anytime you want.
I did have lobster and I did have a good time.
Yeah. She's eating her leftovers right now.
Yeah.
She got the surf and turf. So she's got some leftover steak and potatoes. We're having a pleasant wind down from our trip. You know, it was a bit of a drive, and it's a good 45 minutes to Oakhurst and another probably 15 or 20 minutes to the casino from there. So it's a bit of a voyage back there and back. We'll turn on the air conditioning for a moment or two to get it down to our preferred temperature, and then I'll turn it off because it's not very hot outside right now. I'm not on welfare, and we just got back from an outing, actually. So, I don't know what to tell you. Seems like you've misconstrued a lot of things. Is this a chronic problem of yours, or is it newly occurring? That kind of stuff is for a different stream. That kind of stuff is for the stream entitled The Rise of Crappy People. Or cruddy. To avoid YouTube's extremely white bread kind of content perspective, I'd say cruddy, so crappy. What do you guys call YouTube's standards? White bread? I think that's fair. Yeah, sure. If you tell me the time right now, I'll put it on the day and time. I'll put it on my calendar, And then I'll go to my email, I'll get your email address, and I'll put that on there as well. And then, if you want, you can just join that Google Meet. The calendar sets up, or if you have a preferred. You have a preferred for platform, that's fine too. Is this hot enough? Yeah. Hot enough for what? Hot enough to melt coffee creamer. That's for what? The answer is yes. You know how much money I spent on coffee creamer the last time I went to the supermarket? You want to talk about something ridiculous? $30. I spent $30 on coffee creamer. Why? Well, because one of those tubs is now $10. When did coffee creamer get so expensive? I spend much more on coffee creamer than I ever spend on coffee. But if you want your coffee to be fully delicious, then, you know. No, it doesn't smell like any of those things. The warrior. You're going on timeout for unpleasantness. Okay? Just because it's politics free doesn't mean that unpleasantness needs to be tolerated. And I think unpleasantness is a art form that perhaps you specialize in. I would advise you to pick a different medium. I mean, if you want to interview me, I don't have any particular compelling reason to continue streaming. I could end the stream and we could do it right now. That'd be fine with me. Being interviewed sounds more interesting to me than streaming. Streaming is just a little bit of a way for me to just sort of engage. Like in an hour? Sure. Do you want to do it in Google Meet? If so, I can just put it on my calendar and send you an invite. Or do you prefer to use a different meowing thing? Okay, hour and 15 minutes, sure. I'll put it at 12:30. So that's tomorrow morning, actually, at 12:30. Yago interviews, man. No, I cannot help you. I don't like that stuff. Hi, Zane. So, Yago, did you send me an email? I guess I could check my email and find out. No, you didn't. Of course I want to keep my timeline. Why wouldn't I want to keep my Google location history? Choose settings for your data. Never mind, I have to do it on the phone. Everything's all like the fun. Now everything's the fun.
I hear you. I wish it wasn't like that either.
So, I guess Diago's not emailed me. Hi, Zane, if I didn't say hi to you yet. And hi, Cornbread Man. Boo on a Sarah. Boo on a Sarah. Thoughts on C.S. Joseph? Well, I think he's a guy who says things sometimes. I don't think you should put a lot of weight in the things that he says, but that's my opinion. You know. I once got in trouble with YouTube for bullying C.S. Joseph, you know. I gotta be pretty careful about what I say. I don't want to get in trouble again for bullying someone. 93, says Benny Question. 93 what? 93 bottles of beer on the wall? Thoughts on John Beebe? He's fine. You know, I like him better than C.S. Joseph. The Garlic King, I'd like to refer you to the title of this live stream. This is a politics-free stream. I don't want to discuss that. Last time I strummed, people got all negative now about that the whole time. It's like, I don't want to talk about that again. I talked about all the last stream talking about that. What do you think? Yeah, let's go ahead and do it. These ones supposedly are for sleep.
No.
Oh wait, I'm supposed to be doing this interview with this guy though.
Yeah.
Well, that's fine. Should I wait a little bit? Let's see if he's emailed me yet.
Emails you.
Are you really gonna email me? Or are you just lying? He's just lying. Politics and religion are bad for business? Well, it's some edibles, but if Home Fries is really going to interview me, and do I remember you, Garlic King? Boba Fett. No. You're getting timed out, mister, for calling me a commie. You're a half commie. Only a Miggity Meow with Miggity Meow would believe that. How did you get out of Thailand so fast? You adopted me as your internet pawpaw? Cool, thanks. I assume pawpaw refers to grandpa.
Yeah, Pawpaw.
Hey, Anna05, how are you? What are you doing? Do you want to mix stew? So I'm trying to decide right now whether or not I'm going to be interviewed tonight. Maybe I should just eat this regardless. Seems plausible. I don't see any indication of Home Fries actually emailing me anyway, so. You know what I say to that? What as McGavs?
What as McGaz?
Lanny Thomas says, "Hey, Uncle Grandpa, I passed 209 subscribers yesterday. Well, nephew, grandson, congratulations. Sounds like you are on track for the winning award, which is an award given out annually for winning." That reminds me, I need more garlic stuffed olives. Probably most of us do. Well, I would guess that for most of the people here watching this stream, most of the 19 people that, oh, right, Wani, sorry. My bad. I remember you from last time. Now that you mention it. Oh, wow. Tango Unchained, it sounds like you're kind of depressing. Not sure if I want to watch something depressing. Goofy Goober, you say it and give yourself $500. How about that? Don't be boring. Like cereal, though. Like for cereal.
Well, we learned tonight that being boring is not so bad.
All right, we learned that being boring is okay.
Yeah.
Thanks, Wani. Thanks for keeping me on track. It's important. I don't like things that are depressing, you know.
No,
Bob
he doesn't.
UFO.
He stays away from them like
Anything that's sad or might contain, you know, dark parts, I'm a little bit worried about. I look like the lead singer of Jethro Tull, except unlike the lead singer of Jethro Tull, I don't make terrible music. One, two, three, four. 1, 2, 3, I mean. 4, 5. Well, Bob, if you took sleeping pills, it sounds like you're fighting to not stay awake. So this is no politics. Don't try to sneak in your politics, politicky. Now, obviously, Vinny question. You can't say do it that well. That should be the whole of the law, and then also say love is the law, because those are different things. You're battling doxylamine. I am a smooth operator. That's why Sade once famously sang a song about me. A lot of people think that song was about Dave Coulier, but it wasn't. It was about me. The songs you're thinking of that are about Dave Coulier, you're thinking about that Alanis Morissette song and No Scrubs. See, I'd feel embarrassed if I knew that No Scrubs was about me. I'd feel pretty embarrassed about that. You do need to know both when to hold them and when to fold them. So, a cornbread man wonders if there really is a dog. No, I'm not ex-Army. I've never served in the military. I'm just a regular old guy. Regular old civilian. I'm a mister, not a doctor. They call me Mr. Regular Ordinary. I'm not an assassin of any sort, no. No. Nothing fancy or romantic like that. I'm just regular old Eric, living his regular old life, doing regular old things. Tonight, my wife and I went out for an anniversary dinner together. Regular life stuff. What do you think about that? Makes you realize this Eric's a real regular guy. Rachel Watson says, "Remember me?" Let's pretend yes. Banny says, "Where are your grandchildren?" I don't have any grandchildren. Neither do I have any grand pianos. I look like a cowboy. You mean a cowboy? I just have a hat on, that's all. I guess I have overalls on too. I don't like you, says Great Scott. Well, good for you, Great Scott. You're like that. You're like that guy in the bar in Star Wars. I don't like you. I don't have any cows. No. I'm all hat, no cattle. I'm just a regular guy. I've got a driver's license, and sometimes I eat cereal, just like a lot of other regular people. Rachel Watson says, "I watch you whenever you live." Yeah, my wife's in the bathroom right now. I'm not Leonard Cohen. No, not smoking any fence, C.J. Johnson. I do have a child. I have one daughter, yes. Really. So, thanks for all the questions. I appreciate it. I have no cows. I'm not smoking fentanyl. I'm not a cowboy. Great Scott does not like me. I do have a wife. Her name is Rachel. I do have a child. So, hey, JC, read the title of the live stream. Okay, what does it say? Politics free. I'm removing that. I don't have any horse. No, no horses. I'm not panning for any gold at the moment. I don't have a gold panning pan. I just have a regular pan. I'm in California, America. Banny. No, I'm not 80, Rachel. I'm 53. Well, I'm going to have side quests for people when Fallout becomes reality.
I really like how relaxed you look right now.
My wife's actually 39, Rachel Watson. The rest of those,
Why are you yelling?
the rest of those gummies are for you.
Thank you.
Okay, well, even if that's the case, Terry from Texas, this is a politics-free live stream. No banning. This is my wife, Rachel.
I'm his wife, Rachel.
Yeah, so what do you think about that? I don't have any sister.
Didn't want a sister. Didn't want a brother either.
No. I didn't ban him, I just removed his comment. The title of this stream is No Politics. Yeah, it's fetching, huh? It's a good word for it.
Oh, thank you.
I didn't even lock this when he left, I guess. That's one was gone outside. Hi, Capio. Let's go look upstairs. Guess I failed to lock the front door before we left. Check to make sure. No.
Hi, Sophia.
Bad guys are hiding upstairs. Everything seems fine.
Yeah, does it?
Yeah.
What were you looking for?
Well, because I left the front door open when we were gone.
Oh.
I thought, well, I'll just make sure we don't have any hidden bad guys.
Thank you.
Sure. And indeed, I see no hidden bad guys. I'll look over here too. Wouldn't you all be shocked if there was one? I would be. Well, I don't see any hidden bad guys. But you never know when life's going to suddenly turn into a video game. Let's look out here. Hello, hidden bad guys? Hello? Alright, well, I don't see any hidden bad guys at the moment, so. Good news for everyone. There. Clean the litter box. And I eliminated the possibility that there are bad guys hiding anywhere. There's only one other possible place bad guy could be hiding. Well, okay. They could be hiding in this closet. No bad guys, we're safe. Okay. They could be hiding in this closet. I checked all the closets upstairs. No bad guys? Okay, we're safe. There's just one last place that a bad guy could, in theory, be hiding. And that's in the attic. We had a really resourceful bad guy who heard when we were coming home and wanted to hide themselves away. They might have gone into the attic and pulled the ladder up behind them. Which I suppose is plausible. Hello? Any bad guys? Well, despite my extensive searching, I have found no bad guys. So, there you have it. That's what it means to look for bad guys these days. In this crazy mixed up world we live in, that's what counts as looking for bad guys. I think I should look around the back. Alright, let's get a flashlight. We'll go look for bad guys around the back.
Covering all your bases.
Yeah. Dude looks like a video game character. He's got a young, pretty wife, says he's a regular old dude, and checks his house for bad guys. Well,
There you go, that's the character in the video game.
there you have it. I'm just a NPC. I don't normally check around for bad guys, but tonight I am checking for bad guys. I got my flashlight. I'm going to turn you around so you see what I see, okay? That'll make it more exciting for you. There. Okay, let's look for bad guys together. Choo-choo-choo. Looking for bad guys. Wonder if we'll find any tonight. What's that? What is that? Oh my God, is that a bad guy? Oh no, it's just a hibachi. Whew, it's fine. Oh my God, what is that? Oh my God, what is that? Is that? Oh, it's just a shovel. I thought it was a bad guy for a second. Wait a second. Okay. That's not a bad guy. Shh. Don't scare any bad guys away. If they're around here, we want to find them. Well, I don't see anything down the hill. Anything on the deck. Wouldn't it be scary if like a spooky face popped out? It'd be like, oh shit, there really is a bad guy there. Okay. Look down the hill. Could maybe see a Sasquatch too. Don't give up hope on a Sasquatch, but we're looking for bad guys. And Sasquatch does not count as a bad guy. I think Sasquatch is pretty much widely considered to be a good guy. If he's any kind of guy, he's a good guy. Well, I don't see any bad guys at all. So, I don't know. Maybe the bad guys decided to stay home tonight. All right. We've really explored the outside now for bad guys. And I don't see any just regular old forest stuff and regular old driveway. All right. I declare this domicile bad guy free. We've checked everywhere that bad guys could possibly be. You want to go outside, kitty? He wants to do his own patrol. He doesn't trust my report. It's like, yeah, maybe or maybe there are bad guys.
Maybe or maybe there are bad guys.
Some do say Sasquatches are interdimensional. I don't really think anybody says Sasquatches are bad guys. I'm out of Rosie Sound. I know we're having a lot of stream action today. And yeah, still no email from Home Fairs, so just as well we went ahead with that. Atomic Elf 1, you make a good point, but I think I think that Rachel would have noticed if a bad guy had come in while I was looking around outside.
Yeah, I would have, I think.
Yeah,
Although, if it was a sitcom, the bad guy would creep in while I'm looking at my phone, right? Like in like a 90s like sitcom.
See, there's nothing out there.
Yeah.
Are you sure? Yes.
I was right here. Everything's fine.
Mm-hmm. But what if the bad guy's a ninja? Well, if the bad guy's a ninja, then even when I looked in like the closet in the bedroom, he was like spidered out along the top of it.
Yeah.
And so I was just like, nope, nothing in here. He didn't even have to be outside at all. he could be in here for months and we wouldn't notice him. No, we're not playing politics, okay? No politics allowed.
No politics allowed.
Yeah. That's why this stream is titled the No Politics Stream. Yeah, they're the trickiest. They're like trickier than samurai by at least a factor of 10.
Eric for president, indeed.
Here, Iron Lion. Is a bad boy a baby bad guy? I'm not sure about that one, Acacia.
Sometimes I wonder. Because like people say to their dog like bad boy.
Well, I think a bad boy is being one of the archetypes in a boy band.
It's true.
You know, there's the cool boy, the bad boy, the jazzy dance boy.
It's true.
What other boys? I mean, what other boys are there? The heartthrob.
Yeah, the heartthrob boy.
The romance heartthrob boy. Then there's the goody two shoes.
Yeah. Yep. Goody two shoe boy. But they have to be boys.
Right. There's goody two shoe boy. There's bad boy. There's jazzy dance boy. Yeah, usually I'll call dibs on Jazzy Dance Boy, but sometimes I go for the bad boy.
Oh yes, sometimes you go for the bad.
Sure, you gotta pick one. No, I didn't. I didn't see that episode of Atomic Elf one, thankfully. There's also Boys to Men, sure, but like, there's also the Italian one usually.
I swear I'm gonna lose my breath. Yeah, there is usually time. Like, why?
He might be the same one as the guy who's got the pencil thin mustache. Hi, Gilly Sable. Yes, these we did eat these gummies. Oh, you mean pencil mustache boy?
Yeah.
I don't think he's a boy.
He can't really be a boy.
He's got like this little thin line of mustache right here. Just like one thin line.
And you know there's some girls who like him. And like he questioned what?
And he has this facial expression. Snidely Whiplash. Don't lie, Acacia. You know that one's your favorite. I've always thought about Acacia. She seems like a very thin mustache girl.
Oh my god.
Which I mean, a girl who's into the very thin mustache girl. Yeah, Salvador Dali, but without the twirls at the end. More like Howard Hughes, yeah. Right. It probably has the same breadth as like a Hitler stash, but it's just a fraction of the depth to it. Cape Breton, Nova Scotia, Canada. You are the best Cape I've ever heard of. You're better than Cape Horn. You're better than the Cape of Good Hope. You're better than Orson Welles. You're the best Cape ever. Hi, Michael Burrows. I'm doing pretty well. You know what I think probably doesn't do well with most chicks? Steampunk. I bet if you were trying to be a successful dating person in the modern age, and you're really into steampunk, that's gonna be a detractor for most people. No capes. Yeah, I guess if the women are already into steampunk themselves, you're not going to get a woman into steampunk, probably. I think that's unlikely. Rachel, close the door because she's going to the restroom. She didn't want anybody to walk over there and accidentally reveal her doing her daintiness. which, needless to say, is extraordinarily daintily done. So anyway, I think this hat complements these other things in this outfit very nicely, which also complement Rachel's dress nicely. I think we look nice together tonight, you know. We asked ChatGPT at dinner, we asked it, is it really true that what they say about if you're bored, then you're boring? And ChatGPT gave a good answer to it, I thought. Like, no, it's not necessarily true. Actually, yeah. Most modern women will not suffer through the clothes that Victorian women had to persevere through. I actually watched a video about crazy Victorian practices just the other day. Like, from corset wearing to those big hoop skirts. One of the things about those big hoop skirts that people don't think about very often is a lot of women died in dress fires because obviously this was happening around a time when there's a lot of not electrical lights, you know, candles, fireplaces, things like that. So, oil lamps. Obviously, if you have a dress that the material is made out of like Edna's flammable Victorian fabric company's fabric, it's like doused with gasoline just to make it shiny or something. You know, like in Victorian era, they did stuff like that where they're like, let's just put a little bit of arsenic on this to make it shiny. Anyway, so the material was obviously very flammable, and then there was a big hoop skirts, and they were walking in spaces that have open flames using as light sources. Obviously, they're gonna knock into that shit, and then they're gonna catch on fire. So, if you're into steampunk, be ready to die in a horrible fire, ladies. The gentleman, just be ready to have a lot of people look at you and shake their head and go, "Oh, what are you doing?" Let's turn off. Did we have much sky tonight? Got some cloud action. We got a little bit less sky than normal. Let's turn off these lights and see how much sky we got. I don't see anything at the moment that looks particularly unusual. Oh yeah, there's a drone over there, looks like. It can sometimes be hard to tell. Eyes can play tricks on you. You start staring at things in the sky for very long. quiet night in the skies. Recently, I walked down at the end of the street the other day and looked at some drones, planes flying by, a couple satellites. One thing we weren't quite sure what it was. All along the Mississippi, there are tales of women who perished from conflagration on steamboats. Even with the earliest sodium vapor lamps, caustic air and flammability was a concern. So, if Rachel and I go, not only just stand outside, but say walk down to the end of the block where you get a little bit more viewage of stars. Because it kind of like looks out over a valley. It's hard to take you down there with me because there's no internet. However, you stand down there, look up at the sky for a while, you'll invariably see a few different things. Like shooting star, satellite, plane, drone, and then something you're not sure what it is, probably, on some occasions. Those are the most interesting ones. Oh, what's that one over there? What's that light? You can never get it on camera. It's like, it's really hard on my phone anyway, or Rachel's, to get any kind of discernible detail on anything in the night sky. UAPs, unidentified aerial phenomena. But it's fun to look up at the night skies for them. I've seen that as well, Atomic Alpha 1. I thought that was pretty cool too. I mean, Rachel and I see a number of things that can only be described as satellites. After I saw that the Starlink satellites on 2 separate occasions, I have a better idea of what satellites look for. They move fast.
They do move fast.
Oh, is the internet good from it? Watch, Seth. That's cool. You must really be in the boonies if you're getting Starlink, or you just want to be on some space internet. Well, we've seen quite a few satellites. I was saying to Rachel the other day that if we were to get good filming equipment and that also noted the time and location in the sky of the various satellites we see, because up here we've got very little light pollution, so we can really see the sky well. Probably the government would come talk to us or something, and say like, hey, don't be publishing all that information. But I guess there are some websites that publish some satellite information, probably. So maybe there's certain ones though that the government doesn't want you talking about. Who knows? Well, we get a good view of it. Oh, that's a silly question. You have a website that shows all the satellites and which station I'm pinging to as each flies by. Oh, you mean for Starlink? Yeah. If you let the government tell the story, you already lost. Well, thanks, Digital Creator 408. I was just positing that if you did too thorough a job of surveying all the satellites in the night sky, you might run afoul of some, intelligence agency or something.
Mm.
Okay. No politics. This is the title of this live stream. Okay. No politics. It's called the No Politics stream. Okay, bye. Digital Creator 408. See you later. I was director advertising in the Reynolds. They have Starlink. Interesting. You think so, Atomic Elf? One? I mean, if it's at a certain amount of, if it's at a low enough orbit, I guess it doesn't necessarily have to emit light, but it's conceivable that it could be dark where you are, high enough up where they are. Um, it could be reflecting sunlight. It's hard to imagine they've got some satellite up there that doesn't. I mean, I guess it could be reflectively scattering or something so that you can't see it with your naked eye, but most things in low enough Earth orbit to be of value. Yeah. Oh, okay. Well, Atomic Golf 1. I guess that's check and mate. Things like you. It looks like you win this one. Nothing wrong with me. I don't want to talk about that. I talked about it a bunch on the earlier stream.
Such a noisy house.
That's one of the cats.
Oh.
I think in the kitchen.
Oh.
Okay, well, Fat, I'm timing you up. I talked about it to death on the earlier stream. I don't want to talk about it anymore.
I want to know. ChatGPT tells me 2 different body types. It tells me that I'm a soft natural, then it tells me that I'm a romantic, and then also sometimes a soft classic.
I think you're a beautiful, special lady.
Thank you.
It's not difficult to think about. Stealth satellites exist since the 70s, and as a satellite only needs to face one direction, the whole thing doesn't have to be stealth. Fair enough. Fair enough. So I guess I wouldn't be able to see it. What if I had binoculars? Even then, I wouldn't be able to see it?
Didn't they say that if the sun is hitting a certain way that you can see it?
Well, they're saying they got some special magical cloth that makes it not do that.
Okay.
Is peanut butter just a butter because the peanuts are ground up? And if so, is hamburger meat butter? Well, then shouldn't you be able to see this Vanta black thing during the daytime? I mean, if you can see something that's shiny at night, then shouldn't you be able to see something that's anti-shiny during the day? Doesn't that make good sense? Or maybe it doesn't. Nobody will ever know.
Let's see if we're out of the heat wave.
Mm-hmm. Peanut butter is butter because of its spreadability. You don't want to try to spread hamburger. That's not for spreading.
Me.
That's the thing I was talking to you about earlier, about how people want to date up or whatever. They've changed it. Now they're saying it's going to be 102 tomorrow.
No.
It's still not that hot.
Why are we going to be getting any break? It's crazy. Oh my gosh, wow. That's like gotta be some sort of record.
Now it's till... they extended it until Sunday morning, 10 a.m., I guess. We're right here on the map. It's currently, it says 82, but it's actually colder than that outside. Might be 82 in town, but it's not 82 right here. So,
where are you, Bob UFO?
It depends on your viewpoint, huh? Well, I'm unlikely to spot any of these things because I don't spend that much time looking up at this guy. We just go outside periodically and look up. It's me now. DLC, Donnie. That's silly. You're looking up all the Mariposa sightings? It makes me wonder. Mariposa UFO sightings. Now you make me want to look it up with. Now imagine one side of the satellite painted with this. You look up from the ground, and all you would see would be a dark spot where the satellite should be. Well, then I guess I wouldn't see it very well unless I noticed a dark spot and said, hey, what's that dark spot there? Behaving in satellite fashion.
There's a bright light thing moving across the sky pretty quickly that we couldn't identify.
Yeah, the other night I referenced it but didn't mention it specifically. I mean, I suspect that probably most of the sightings around here end up being drones because you're allowed to fly drones up here. So, people do. A lot of places you're not allowed to fly them, you know. You have some problem with air traffic control. Let me Google this. Mariposa UFO sightings. UFO sighting in Mariposa, I think they're on to me. Two Mid-Pines, California witnesses report watching a hovering object just 100 feet in the air that was shining a light down into a wooded area at about 1 a.m. on November 29th, 2011. Two friends were sitting in a truck talking when the lights from the object first came into view and then were noticed by one of them. He pointed toward the lights. I realized they were suspended in the air and actually flying, hovering, moving in a weird up-down, side-to-side motion. The lights were orange. They seemed to circle around the craft, or at least move right to left on the side of the craft, and a blue light that stayed in one place. I immediately got out of the car to look at it. At this point, it seemed to have stopped moving and was shining a light down into the trees below it, which seemed to be less than 100 feet below. It remained there for the longest time, 10 or more minutes. So finally, we had to get back into the car because it was freezing outside and we were shaking uncontrollably from the cold and the fear and the excitement. Wow. What do you think about that?
Cool.
Well, I know this much. Rachel and I saw something the other night that we couldn't really explain what it was.
No.
It wasn't any of the things that I articulated that we sometimes see. It wasn't a drone, it wasn't a plane, it wasn't a satellite, it wasn't a shooting star, wasn't a I don't know, like a trick of the setting sun or anything. It was fully dark, But we didn't report it, so that's probably true for 99.9% of such sightings. They never get reported. Hi, Ruben. Hi, Acacia.
Hey, Ruben.
Yeah, I already said hi to you, Acacia, but now that Ruben's here, I figured I'd greet you again, because it's like you re-arrived, but this time with Ruben. That's true.
I like your pirate's booty, Acacia.
Gina Leach says hi, Rachel, from San Francisco.
Hey, Gina Leach.
Hi from Mariposa.
We've been watching some Giants games.
Yeah, we're putting on a little bit of Giants here and there. Hi, Luigi. How's it going?
It's so weird how many people spell your name with a K. That's like when people spell my name with an A-E-L at the end.
Yeah, that does happen sometimes.
Yeah.
I'm a little faded as is, Slender Man, from these edibles we ate. So I'm gonna hold off on slugging another bowl at the moment. I do kind of want to go outside and look for aliens a little bit. You want to go look around outside for some UAPs? All right, let's go look for some UAP. We just split a bag of 100 milligrams worth of like nighttime edibles. I'm going to turn off these lights and even this thing to minimize the amount of background light we get. You got to regulate unless you want to hibernate.
Gotta regulate and chill and hibernate.
Where are my glasses? Here they are. I'll bring them so I can see the chat. All right. Let's venture out into the darkness. Okay, now you can see what we're seeing. First, we're going to go over here. Let's walk up towards the top of the driveway. What?
My eyes haven't adjusted yet.
Well, wait till we turn off our lights, then we'll be able to see. Just walk up here. There might be some clouds too tonight. We'll have to see how much clouds. All right, let's turn off our lights now. Oh, it's all cloudy.
It is cloudy. Is it supposed to rain?
I don't think so. It's super dark because it's cloudy.
Yeah, it is.
This is like as dark as it could possibly be.
Yeah. Okay. That makes sense.
Well, it would be super scary if we had the lights off and we heard footsteps.
Oh my gosh.
That would be super scary.
It would be.
But don't worry, we didn't hear anything like that. Well, we're not going to get very good viewing of UAPs on a cloudy night. Unfortunately, so we just have to do without. Well, they would have helped me to read the chat, you see, on the phone. I can read it fine on the TV without my glasses, but not so much on my phone. Who reads with their arms full extended in zero slack?
Oh my gosh. Okay, so like
Like that.
like I've been trying to work on my posture and like the way that I lay in bed, and the way that I like would have to lay in bed is like perfectly like straight up. So like I would have to like use my phone like that, and it's like no. It's so annoying.
We ate gummies that were like specifically said they're for sleep.
Yeah.
You know?
We're in America.
That sounds like politics.
Oh no. You're in the wrong place.
We're not talking politics today. I don't even know where the bag is. It's probably in the trash.
Oh yeah, I threw it out. Great.
Alright. Yeah, we did. It's 5 milligrams THC plus 2 milligrams CBN. 20 pieces. We split them. Well, it was good. We actually came out ahead gambling, and it paid for, more than half the dinner. So that was good.
Yeah.
Good night,
Good
Acacia.
night, Acacia.
Sleep well.
Sleep well.
No, not made anniversary whoopee. Not yet. I don't probably anticipate we will tonight. But
Not because you don't want me though, right?
of course not, Charlie. It's because we just had intercourse 2 times yesterday. It was fine. It was a cheap night. Because we bet on our anniversary numbers on the roulette and we won. So, yeah. That made it unexpectedly inexpensive. Was the lobster good?
It really was, yeah. I saw it, I was like, oh, that's so much smaller than like other places that we've been to. And then I cut into it and I was like, oh my gosh, this is so filling, it's so good. It filled me up. I was like, wow, it filled me up more than I expected it to. Yeah, it was really good. And the filet mignon was really good too. They cooked it perfectly, and it was like it had some sort of like buttery, like
Flavor sauce.
Yeah.
And I had the ribeye. It was delicious.
It's so good. I'm so glad it was. It looked like it was delicious. We both had delicious drinks too, mocktails.
Pharrell is making a Lego documentary about his music career.
He's got to talk about NERD then.
Maybe he does. Maybe he does.
Maybe he does.
You have a safe weekend too, Sins Arcade.
Yeah.
Have a pleasant evening.
Have a safe weekend.
I'm going to go to the banyo.
I'm gonna follow you.
Okay, sounds good. Do y'all ever eat at the Chichansky Lobster? What are you saying? Hey, what's making that noise in here? Didn't you hear it too? Because I thought it was a cat scratching at this thing, but I don't see any cat in here. Oh, there. She's got a mouse. There's the problem.
Oh.
And it's gone underneath the chair.
Of course. They love to go underneath there.
Wonderful times. We found the bad guy.
Oh my gosh, Capio.
And it's a rodent.
Oh. You knew you heard something. You heard a mouse.
No, not good, kitty. Because the mouse was perfectly happy outside, and the cat brings it inside. Okay. It looks like a fun dress to wear, is it?
It is. It is. It's breezy.
Earlier, she had her shoulders pulled down too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you know, I like it.
You go like that too.
Yeah.
Make it extra sultry. All right, I think I'm going to wrap this stream up. And I'm going to go to the bathroom and then maybe watch a little TV and then maybe go to bed. All right, good night, everybody. See you later.